It's show time. Ooh. Hello, thank you for yet another opportunity for me to bump into your privacy. You're welcome to our day 2 of 30 tips to starting your year aright. 30 tips to starting your 2021 the right way. Yesterday, we had a session where we dealt on the first tip, which was tip 1, which I tagged finding yourself. Finding yourself, there we measured more on identity, because truth is, until you find yourself, every other thing you do will be trial and error. So today we're going to be going into the next tip. But before we do that, please bear with me. We just run our adverts, run our announcements, because actually what we're doing is to bring product and services your way that can make your life better off. So today we're looking at the day 2. We are looking at day 2. Sorry, this thing is always showing itself. Okay. Day 2 of 30 tips to starting your 2021 the right way. So before we go ahead, these are the 3 new books I have just released. I believe that these 3 new books have what it takes to help anybody either thinking about going into business in 2021 or is already in business but having reasons to struggle, especially as it relates to getting the right customers, nurturing the right idea, and accessing funding to support this business. So these 3 books were created to solve these problems, because based on the work that I do, I encounter questions and challenges along the line of these 3 books. The first one is 4 indispensable steps to choosing a profitable business idea. The second one is from the idea to the market. Having chosen the idea, there is need for you to nurture that idea until you are able to hit the market. Then the third one is funding your business idea. That's the big one, because if you talk to anybody as to what exact challenges they are facing in as to why their business is not thriving as they will want it to thrive, the first thing you will hear is that I need more money. So we decided to author a book to deal with all of this. So it is highly recommended. Look at the link on the video there to buy any of this book. This book is not just a book in itself. It gives you access to a whole lot of other things. It gives you access to a whole lot of other things. This is the Treskaro tribe. The Treskaro tribe, these are a set of people I have committed myself and my life to empowering, especially from this 2021. I want to be able to channel my energy to helping some set of people operate at optimal level, because to me, in truth, result matters a lot to me. And I know that everybody has what it takes to get results, but all we need is just a holding by the hand, a pacing, a kind of an accountability structure that helps us to do what we already know we're supposed to do. So joining this, we have a tremendous impact in what you do in 2021. Then the third announcement we have is our execution and accountability program. One of the things that happens when you join the Treskaro tribe is that you have access to this, our monthly group coaching, execution, and accountability program for a 50% discount. But if you are not yet part of the Treskaro tribe, you have it for 10,000 to be a part of this. This month, we are looking at how to sell tons of your business products or services. And we are hosting one of my mentees who have broken ground in this area. His name is Nathaniel Edoro. If you were part of the blueprint, you will see what he did. He was able to help our attendees build strategies to begin to sell and make tremendous income from their products and services. The truth is, no matter how good your product and services are, if they are not known, if they cannot be purchased, it's useless. So that is that. You don't just want to miss it. Follow the link and be a part of what we have this month. It's going to be happening on the 12th of January, so be a part of it. So before we hit the tip for today, I recommend that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're watching. The best way you can support us is to subscribe to our channel, and after that, enable the bell so that as we release videos like this every time, you always be among the first to get notified. Now let's hit the ground running while we talk about the tip for today. Guess what? The tip for today is decide your destination. Like we all know, these tips that we're talking about, they are not things that are necessarily new to you. They are not things that are new. There are things that we know that we have not actually been using. Like, what's his name? Steve Harris will say, you are not struggling because of the things that you don't have. You are struggling because of the things that you have, but you don't know how best to use them. This looks like a very normal thing. Decide your destination. As small, as easy, and straight to the point as this is, I can tell you a lot of us run daily without deciding this. And truth is, it's actually one of the definitions of insanity. To leave a point, to another without deciding where exactly you're going. If you leave your house a day and you have not decided where exactly you are going, I'm not trying to insult you. It's a demonstration of insanity. It's a demonstration of insanity. But the truth is, all of us have started this new year, but I can assure you, many of us are yet to decide what exactly we want to achieve this year. As simple as that, that is what we call goal setting. We know it. We know that it works. We know it's something we need to do. But how many of us are really doing it? So I'm bringing you to remembrance today. I'm reminding you that you need to decide your destination for 2021. If you don't, 2021 will take a toll on you. And when you look back by December 2021, you're going to say, wow, how did this happen? Just now? It's Mahmoud that said, when you decide your destination, God will give you a map to reach it. When you decide your destination, God will give you a map to reach it. Yes, decide this is what I want to do. I've found that in life that when we decide what we want, God and everything possible starts to work to help us. When we decide where we are going, God, life, the forces of nature, everything work together to help you to achieve it. It was recently, my daughter used to join us during the blueprint session. She just got home and said, Daddy, my goal is I want to earn 10,000 naira. I said, this month or this year, of course, she's a young girl, she's just 10. She doesn't work, I said, this year or this month? She said, this year. I said, I'll give you the money tomorrow. For me, it's ridiculous. How can you be thinking about earning 10,000 for a whole year? But the fact that she said it, instantly she got help and she got it because she said it. I had this from Brian Tracy that at some point in his life, he decided as his goal for that year to begin to work to earn $1,000 a month. He wrote the goal, put it in his pocket. Every time he needs to take something from his pocket, he will see the goal, he keep talking about the goal and all of that. Not quite long, an organization called him and said, we've seen what you're doing. We don't want you to come and sell for us, but we want you to come and manage our sales team. And we will pay you $1,000 per month. Because he has set that as a goal, forces of nature went all out to help him to achieve that. I say here that goal setting is to success what breathing is to life. Goal setting is to success what breathing is to life. When you don't set a goal, it's like someone who have decided to stop breathing. What happens is that he dies. But what happens to your success plans or success wishes? Because a goal without a wish with a goal attached to it is actually a plan. It is actually a goal, a wish with a plan and a date attached to it. Having all of the smart acronym. In fact, today we talk about smarter. We're going to get there shortly. You know, when you decide your destination, God will give you a map to get there. When you don't have a direction, everything that comes to you looks like an opportunity. Because you lack direction, everything looks like an opportunity. For someone who has decided his goal, some things that others will celebrate as opportunities, he will not necessarily celebrate them because they are not in line with where he is going. And one thing that works with goal setting is that it sets your mind to work. And I've come to realize that your mind can do so much, but your mind will never do more than we task it to do. And one of the ways you task your mind is by setting your destination. Once you set your destination, your mind is looking. Have you ever had this experience when you decide, I like this car, this is the next car I want to get? All of a sudden, that registers in your mind, and your mind begins to go all out looking for that car. All of a sudden, it looks like there are lots of that car now available in your environment. You know why? Your mind has heard that you are looking for that car, and your mind's eye is deliberately looking for the car. That's one thing that deciding your destination does for you. Another thing I come to realize is the fact that what you are looking for, when you clearly write it down, starts to look for you. That same thing that you're pursuing, that you're desiring, because you have written down on a document, that same thing begins to look for you. But when you are not clear of what you want, when you're not clear of what you want from any day, month, or year, the day, the month, or the year gives you whatsoever they choose. That's why you can't just say, I need a house. My mother could say, what kind of a house? Because God could give you a dog house. So when you say, I need a car, specify the car. When you say, I need a house, specify the kind of house. In fact, as we go ahead, you're going to see what is called vision boarding. There is need for you to document all these things, create visuals of them so you can always speak to your mind. Goal setting, deciding your destination is exercising your mind, helping your mind know what exactly you are looking for. Your mind is always waiting for instructions from you. Your mind is always waiting for instructions from you. And the best way to instruct your mind is to decide your destination. Once you decide your destination, your mind goes all out to find a way to get it done. And this is the acronym for setting your goal. Your goals must be smarter. We've heard the word your goal must be smart, but I just added the ER. Your goal must be specific. It means your goal should not have any iota of ambiguity. It must be specific. Your goal must be measurable. You must be able to measure it. I want to be here by so and so time. At every point in time, I decide to measure where I am. I should be able to know where I was and how close I am to where I'm going or how far I am from it. If it is not detailed, if it is not specific, you can't measure. So your goal must be specific, it must be measurable, your goal must be attainable, it must be achievable. Imagine a young chap who is in his primary school saying, this year, 2021, I want to be a teacher in a school. Of course, that's not attainable, irrespective of efforts, irrespective of divinity. Nothing can make that work. So that is not attainable. So when we're talking about something that is attainable, be careful here not to also set something that is so easy to achieve. Yes, it should be attainable, not necessarily because you have everything it takes to do it now, but if I choose to give it my all and go all out for these things that I need, I will be able to get it done. So it must be attainable, then it must be realistic. In fact, I think that explanation I gave for achievable or attainable fits best with realistic. Then it has to be time bound. That's what I said earlier on, because a goal without a time frame is a wish. It's a wish. You never have that sense of urgency to pursue it because there is no time frame to it. But once you have a time frame, I want to earn $200 million, 200 million naira, $1 million by December 2021. So that tells me what I should earn per month. Broken down, that tells me what I should earn per week. That tells me what I should earn per day. That sets me working. It must be time bound. Then the E and the arrow is that your goal must be evaluated. Per time, you must come back to evaluate this goal. And when you evaluate and see that you are meeting the milestones that will take you to where you're going, do your best to reward yourself. Reward every stage of success, every stage of goal attainment. Do your best to reward every stage. But once you evaluate and you see that you're not getting to where you ought to be getting to, then do a review. Do a review from what I am achieving now. How likely is it that I'll be able to get to where I'm going? Are there things I need to do better? Are there things I need to do smarter? Are there team members I need to work on and all of that? So that is that your goal must be smarter. Then this is it. I'm giving this example for a financial goal. By December 2021, I have 200 million in cash. Say it, specify it in present tense reality. I have, not I will have, because your mind needs to get a picture to work with. State it clearly in present tense. Then let me just share these few steps. Having stated it, tell yourself this: I want to achieve this goal because. Give yourself 2 or 3 reasons why achieving this goal is important. Because truth is, if you can't find a reason why this achievement is important to you, you won't drive it. Look at what 200 million naira in your account could do. If you are one giving to helping the society, look at the people you are being called to help. Look at smile on their faces. Look at the good you could do for your family. Look at how much you could do for your church. Look at how much life you could impact. Look at smiles you could create in the faces of many. If you are one that chooses to travel around the world, look at how much places you can go. These things, no matter how small they are, write them down. These are the reasons why achieving this goal is important. Then ask yourself, what are the resources I have or should have to be able to attain these goals? Itemize those resources. Those are the things that will get you working. Those are the things you need to start to work towards. If you already have them, begin to deploy them. If you don't, begin to set yourself up to acquire them. Some may be new skills, new knowledge you need to acquire. Go for them. Then ask yourself this question: how will I know when I achieve this goal? For this financial goal, your bank account will tell you. If it is something that you don't want to be in cash, but you want to see that, oh, I would have averaged this as a revenue at the end of the year, tell yourself your statement of account will show it. The lives you would have impacted, the smile on those faces, the vacation you and your wife and children will be attending, the various functions and life impacting places you will be attending, those things will show you, what are the skill sets that you need? Go for them. Do I have these skill sets already? If I don't, begin to sign up. I shared when I talked about my December message last year, I told people 2021 is not a year to begin to acquire new knowledge just arbitrarily. Decide where you're going, learn along those paths, and if possible, get someone to hold you by the hands. This is my own way of holding people by the hands in 2021. I have other paid programs that you can be a part of, but of course, this is something I'm giving out to help people free of charge. Get to learn those new skills that will help you in achieving the goal that you have set for yourself. And finally, write this down on paper. I will begin working on my goal state the dates and start off. Don't wait. There is nothing to wait for. So this is the action point. The action point is take a document, decide at least one aspect of your life to set a goal on. I've just demonstrated an example with financial goal. The reason why it's easier to talk about financial goal most times is easily measurable. And the truth is, most times finances, when finances are well taken care of, it affects every other aspect of our life. So just as I have shared the step, make sure it's smarter, make sure your goal is smarter. I haven't written it down. Ask these questions I have just asked. My goal is specify the goal. I want to achieve this for, then specify the reasons. Ask what are the resources you need to be able to do this. If you don't have them, begin to go for them, begin to connect with those who have them. How will I know when I achieve this? Specify how, the feelings you will have, the physical evidence and all of those things, specify it. What are the skill sets you need? Itemize them and begin to go for them. If you don't have itemize those skill sets, then the next question is, do I have this skill set now or I have to acquire them? If you have to acquire them, set your learning priority for 2021 along this path. Then finally, specify the date you are starting. That's it for today. But before we go, let's just run through our announcements again. We have these 3 books out there for you to take advantage of. Click the link on the video to take these books. They will change everything about your business. They will change everything about your business. Secondly, do everything within your power to join the Treskaro tribe. We have a lot lined up for you. We will hold you by the hands and make sure the energy with which you started 2021 will not dwindle. We will hold you by your hands and always pace you. So by 2021, we want to count you as one of the success stories that we have. Then finally, sign up for our first execution and accountability session happening on the 12th of January. Happening on the 12th of January. If you want to sign up, just follow the link as you can see, bit.ly/pay for E&A, execution and accountability. Follow that link, secure your space, and together we'll make 2021 an awesome year for all of us. Thank you very much for investing this time. If you are yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel and enable the bell. Thank you. It's been an awesome time with you. Have a blissful Sunday and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Greetings from me, Osayi Omokaro. Bye-bye.